Once upon a time, in a kingdom surrounded by rolling hills and emerald forests, there was a hidden garden known as the Enchanted Rose Garden. This garden was famous for its magical roses, which bloomed in every color of the rainbow and were said to have special powers. The roses could heal wounds, grant wishes, and bring happiness to those who needed it most. In this kingdom lived a kind-hearted young woman named Elara. Elara was known for her generosity and her love for all living things. She worked in her village as a healer, using her knowledge of herbs and plants to help others. Despite her skills, she had always dreamed of seeing the legendary Enchanted Rose Garden, which was rumored to be protected by an ancient spell and hidden deep within the Whispering Woods. One day, as Elara was tending to her herb garden, she received troubling news. A terrible sickness had begun to spread through the village, leaving many people weak and bedridden. Elara tried everything she knew to heal them, but the illness was unlike any she had seen before. Desperate to save her friends and neighbors, she remembered the tales of the Enchanted Rose Garden and its magical roses. Determined to find the garden and its healing roses, Elara set out on a quest. She packed a small bag with essentials, a map, some food, and a charm given to her by her grandmother, which was said to protect the wearer from harm. With a heart full of hope, she ventured into the Whispering Woods, guided by the soft whispers of the trees. The forest was enchanting and mysterious, with sunlight filtering through the dense canopy and casting a golden glow on the forest floor. Elara followed the map, but as the sun began to set, she found herself at a crossroads. She had to make a choice: follow the path that led deeper into the woods or take a smaller trail that seemed less traveled. As she hesitated, a soft, melodic voice spoke from the shadows. "Hello, traveler. I see you are seeking the Enchanted Rose Garden." Elara turned to see a graceful fairy hovering near her. The fairy had shimmering wings and a warm smile. "Yes," Elara replied. "My village is suffering from a terrible illness, and I've heard that the roses in the Enchanted Rose Garden can heal them." The fairy nodded sympathetically. "I can help you find the garden, but first, you must prove yourself worthy. The garden is protected by magic and only those with pure intentions and a courageous heart can enter. I will give you 3 tasks to complete. Only then will the garden reveal itself." Elara agreed to the tasks and the fairy, whose name was Leora, guided her to the first challenge. They arrived at a meadow where a magical creature called the Moonlight Deer was trapped in a net made of enchanted vines. The Moonlight Deer had a coat that shimmered like moonlight and eyes full of sadness. Elara approached the deer gently and used her knowledge of plants to carefully cut through the vines without hurting the creature. After freeing the Moonlight Deer, Leora smiled and praised Elara for her compassion. The second task was to find a hidden spring in the forest and restore its water, which had been tainted by dark magic. Elara followed the faint sound of running water and discovered the spring, but the water was murky and blackened. Using a special potion she carried, Elara purified the water and watched as it sparkled and returned to its crystal-clear state. With the second task completed, Leora led Elara to the final challenge. They arrived at a large, ancient tree with a gaping hole at its base. Inside the hole was a nest of baby owls that had been abandoned. The owls were hungry and scared, and their mother was nowhere to be found. Elara took a deep breath and used the food she had packed to feed the owls. She sang a soothing lullaby to calm them and made a cozy nest for them to sleep in. As the owls settled down peacefully, their mother, a wise old owl, appeared and thanked Elara for her kindness. With the 3 tasks completed, Leora led Elara to a hidden glen where the Enchanted Rose Garden lay. The garden was more beautiful than Elara had ever imagined. The roses bloomed in every color of the rainbow, and their petals shimmered with magical light. In the center of the garden was a large, golden rose that seemed to glow with an inner fire. Leora guided Elara to the golden rose and said, "This is the heart rose, the most powerful of all the magical roses. It has the ability to heal any illness and bring happiness to those in need. Take it back to your village, and may its magic help your people." Elara carefully picked the golden rose and thanked Leora for her help. She made her way back to the village, her heart full of hope. As she approached the village, she saw the faces of her friends and neighbors, who had been waiting anxiously for her return. Ilara handed the golden rose to the village healer, who prepared a potion from its petals. The potion was administered to the sick, and as they drank it, their health began to improve. The illness faded, and the village was filled with joy and relief. The villagers celebrated Ilara's bravery and kindness. They recognized that it was not just the magic of the rose that had saved them but also Ilara's pure heart and determination. From that day on, the Enchanted Rose Garden was no longer a secret, and the village lived in harmony with the magical forest, always remembering the tale of the kind-hearted girl who saved them with the help of a golden rose. And so, the kingdom flourished, and Ilara's name became a legend, a reminder that true magic lies in the goodness of the heart and the courage to help others. The end.